strives to restorative yoga, all right at home.
At the stop
Peloton
sign,
Bike.
turn right.
Nothing like working out from home. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las
At the light,
Vegas.
use the left two
Home
lanes
of
to turn onto
sports
Orchard
in
Lake
Vegas.
Road.
Now, text or call the ticket using the same number. Ticket text 248-539-9797.
Turn left.
It is news time on this Friday. Here's Heather.
So you guys, the 27-year-old man who fatally shot a Detroit firefighter at a Troy gas station on Monday night has been charged. Terrell Josie was arraigned on Thursday on charges of open murder, felony possession of a firearm, and carrying a concealed weapon. So his bond was denied, and if he is convicted, he faces up to life in prison for the murder charge. Not too surprising there. If you aren't aware of the story, the murder occurred after Lieutenant Frank Dombrowski and the suspect were involved in this traffic altercation. That's when Dombrowski pulled into the gas station parking lot. The suspect followed him, and then immediately a verbal argument began. And that's when he was shot during this argument. The gas station security video shows that the men immediately confronted each other.
7.2
He was
miles
shot
at the
3
roundabout.
times
Take the
in
second
the
exit
upper
onto
torso.
Orchard Lake Road.
So, there you have that. Trinity Health is joining the likes of Henry Ford Health System and announced on Thursday that it will require all of its employees, its contractors, and other people who conduct business in the hospital to be fully vaccinated against COVID. So this will involve about 24,000 Trinity Health Michigan employees. This is also a requirement in their health systems in other states. Staff will be required to submit proof of vaccination by September 21st. Now, right now, nearly 75% of Trinity Health employees have already been vaccinated or at least received one dose of the COVID vaccine so far. And if employees don't get vaccinated and do not qualify for an exemption, they will be fired.
Look, they have the option of, as an employee, to, you know the rules, you know the ramifications. Don't want to get a vaccine, go find another job.
Yeah, but you got to believe everybody else is going to follow suit, right? It's only a matter of time.
Perhaps there are some health systems, though, in Michigan that say they oppose this idea and believe that it is doctors, nurses, staff members' personal choice to be vaccinated. So there might be some health systems here in Michigan that don't follow suit. Yes, immediately you think, okay, they're probably all going to, but it sounds like there may be some that don't. So perhaps people who don't want to get vaccinated could look for a position at one of those hospitals.
By the way, speaking of the vaccine,
Yes.
you read the story, I hope I'm seeing the Pfizer's coming up with the booster for the Delta variant. Really?
Yes. So I don't have it in this news story, but yes, they are actually seeking approval for this third dose or like a booster that will definitely help boost your immunity against these variants, specifically the Delta variant. They're going to seek approval, I believe, in August. And then I saw, too, that the CDC, right after Pfizer released this, said you don't need a booster yet. So
And definitely don't get one after within 6 months of your last shot, too.
Right. It sounds like it'll be more like 12 months after your second dose. So that's coming up. It is official, boys. All fans will be banned from the Olympics. So this is not that shocking. We spoke about this yesterday. It came amid Japan's declaration of a new state of emergency. And the president of the Tokyo Olympic Organizing Committee said that it was regrettable that the sporting event would be held in a limited format in the capital. She also said that they had no choice but to hold the games in this limited way due to the pandemic. But the committee did say that spectators may still be considered for venues outside of Tokyo.
Okay, yes, because not everything is actually in the city. So basically, it's always been that way to a certain extent, even though you had the Olympics more than ever. Obviously, it's basically just a worldwide television show.
Which is fine, because it's still a once-in-a-lifetime situation.
Right, and it's not going to affect you and I because we weren't planning on calling anyway.
Right.
I mean,
For us, it's like that's what it would have been anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but exactly though. I mean, if they don't do it this year, they're not going to be able to do it, and you're going to wait 3 more years for the next Olympics. So good luck to everybody. It does suck.
I'm excited to watch. It does. Well, yeah, for sure, without a doubt. James Harden was stopped by police in Paris on Thursday. But he was set free without being taken into custody. So there is some video that surfaced on social media of the Brooklyn Nets star pleading, "I don't understand," while he was being frisked on a sidewalk. So he was actually in Paris for Fashion Week, and he was apparently there hanging out with Kanye West and rapper Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby, yes. And Lil Baby, or just, I don't know if he just shortens it and goes by Lil or Baby.
Yeah.
He was detained by police, and he was taken to the Paris police station after 20 grams of marijuana were found in his vehicle.
Come on, Frenchies. It's only 20 grams. Come on.
Yeah, what's the rules over there about?
I don't know.
My goodness, aren't we past this weed is a legal thing?
You would
Not
think so.
everywhere.
Not everywhere.
No. So the Scripps National Spelling Bee crowned a brand new champion last night. I didn't get to watch. I don't know when the last time it was on like a regular broadcast television.
Well, it's
you know,
usually on
247.
It was on ESPN2 last night.
Oh, it was.
It was.
Oh,
I don't
good.
think, and I don't have that, so I don't think I have it, so I don't know. I couldn't watch, but I did go back and watch some on YouTube, and a 14-year-old, I might mess up her name, Zeila Avantgarde from Louisiana. She won the spelling bee. She correctly spelled the word Maria. And we do have some sound of this
Can you
winning.
give me the origins?
So here's a championship word for Zaila Avantgarde to win the 93rd Scripps National Spelling Bee.
The word is Maria.
Maria. Like the English name Murray, which could be the name of a comedian, or just the English name in general.
I don't see that here.
Bill Murray made the spelling bee.
Maria. Murraya.
That is correct.
She was unbelievable. They showed video of her. She's like a Guinness Book of World Records. She has some record of like juggling
Yes.
basketballs or something.
Yes, she is a basketball prodigy, Stoney. She has 3 Guinness World Records
Yeah.
for her ability to dribble multiple basketballs all at one time. She actually has aspirations to play in the WNBA, which is awesome. So she took home the first prize of $50,000. She also became the first Louisiana resident and the first African-American to ever win the title in 93 years that this competition has been going on. So
And the
good
first person with
for
the last
her.
name Avantgarde.
I know. For sure.
Now, here's the weirdest thing. Now, you'll get to the replay thing in a second.
Yes.
Which I didn't see. But I was watching some.
And it shocked me.
And they're giving their answers, and they have this like board in front of them that they're holding, like they're pretending to write stuff. I had no idea what they
Yes.
were doing. And some of the things, it's so ridiculous. They'll give the word, then they'll ask, what's the origin? And there was
Right.
one person that goes, what's the origin? And the moderator says, the origin is unknown. What's the origin? They asked the guy the same question 3 times in a row.
I think
felt
they do it to prolong their thinking period.
Yes, but when it just fine. Okay, so ask, using this sentence, use all this.
Yes.
But when they ask, what's the origin, and he says it's unknown, why are you asking the same freaking question right away?
They're kids, leave them be.
Oh, come on.
How would you have done in that situation?
I wouldn't have won. I wouldn't have done well, but I wouldn't have asked the same question. I would say, can that question be used? Can this word be used in calling a hockey game? I don't know what I would have said. Something stupid.
This word be used.
I still remember the word that I missed when I came in 3rd place in
What was
the
it?
Charles Russell Elementary School spelling bee.
What?
Poultice.
Poultice. Can you give me the origin?
I have no idea.
Can you
Use it in a sentence.
I have no idea what it even means.
Poultice. Do you remember how to spell it?
Can you spell it?
Yes, it's Poultice. I never heard of the word.
Wow.
I spelled it Poultis.
Wow.
I remember. See, that I remember, but I can't remember.
Encyclopedia was the one that screwed me.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, can you spell it?
I think so.
Go ahead. this is done. I can spell it now.
Greg's saying this.
I can spell it now. Back in third grade, I struggled. How dare you?
Explain
Okay,
the replay deal.
So there was another player in the finals that was eliminated from the spelling bee, all thanks to instant replay. So this was a 12-year-old boy. He received the word ambystoma, and he spelled it with an I instead of a Y. And at first, they gave it to him because they didn't catch his mistake. But then they went to the replay, determined he spelled it wrong, and they sent him packing.
Wow.
I think you have sound of this too?
Ambystoma.
Does this contain the Greek stone meaning mouth?
You're on the right track.
Ambystoma, Ambistoma.
That is correct.
Thank you.
I thought he said an I.
I thought he said an I as well.
They may have to review that, but unfortunately, that clearly sounded like an I. I'm sorry, Roy. It's spelled ambystoma is spelled Ambystoma.
Thanks.
That is cutthroat.
Unbelievable.
He thought he got away with it, didn't he?
Yeah.
He wasn't going to say a word.
There was another word that I couldn't imagine. These kids are so unbelievable. When you reach that level, there was like 4 left. And the word was, I think, Google. Google was the word. And they kept going. That's the one that kept coming back.
Is it the internet's version of Google?
I don't know. Anyway, it was, I believe the correct spelling was G-E-W-G-A-W. And the guy...
You're looking at Greg.
Yeah. Well, Greg's the smartest one.
Like, that is true.
You know,
We go to Michigan.
Once Jamie passed away, we lost our smarts. With all due respect to Jensen or you or me or Heather.
I'm not fighting that.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you're accurate on that.
Yeah, I know.
I just think I feel bad for that kid.
I know.
You know, he thought he got away with one, and then they go to instant replay. Instant replay in a spelling bee. What's next?
That kid Miggy was safe.
Mickey was out, guys. Just deal with
Miggy
it.
was safe. 97-1, the ticket.
What's up, everybody? Nick Costos here with the Bet River Sports Betting Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Pro football season almost here. Kansas City, the favorite to win it all, the plus 500. Tampa Bay, the defending champs, up at plus 600. Then Buffalo, plus 1,100, followed by LA of the NFC at plus 1,300. But let's go down the board a little bit, and let's look at 2 teams in the AFC. Number 1 is Miami at 30-1. Miami's second-year quarterback, I expect to take a big leap. If he does, Miami's got all the tools to potentially win a championship. And LA of the AFC with their star second-year quarterback and new analytically minded head coach at 33-1. So if you're looking for value to win the Pro Football Championship, Miami 30-1 and LA of the
In
AFC
1 mile,
at
at the
33-1.
roundabout,
That's
take
it
the
for
second
this
exit
Bet
onto
River
Orchard
Sports
Lake
Betting
Road.
Minute, brought to you by Bet River Sportsbook, Detroit's hometown sportsbook. Check out the latest lines today at BetRivers.com. I'm Nick Costos. Keep it locked here for more throughout the day. Must be 21, playable in Michigan. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Wendy's only makes one kind of breakfast, your new favorite one. How do we do it? With fresh cracked eggs, oven-baked bacon, and flaky croissants. You know, the things your old breakfast wasn't doing. So toss that old news and its soggy eggs somewhere peaceful. And get to Wendy's, where the sausage, egg, and Swiss croissant, bacon, egg, and Swiss croissant, and honey butter chicken biscuit are just 2 for $4. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's 2 for $4.
Limited time only. Single item. Regular price. Price and participation may vary. U.S. Wendy's. Thinking about selling your home? Have you outgrown your current home? Get the Z Guarantee and call me, Mark Z.
At the roundabout, take the second exit onto Orchard Lake Road.
ReillyAuto.com is just a few clicks away. We offer convenient options for you to get your parts quickly. Order online and pick up for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store. We'll even bring it out curbside. Or you can have your parts delivered right to your door with free shipping on most orders over $35. Visit O'Reillyauto.com.
At Shell, we know from the time you get up to the time you wrap up,
Good night.
there's a lot of
2.1
meetups,
miles. Keep
eat-ups,
right to merge
and
onto
hurry-ups.
I-696
So come to
west
Shell
toward
and get
Lansing.
3 things done at once. Fill up with Shell V-Power Nitro Plus to help keep your engine running like new. Save up with the Fuel Rewards program and never pay full price for gas again. And snack up with in-store rewards to save even more at the pump.
Sometimes it hurts, but it doesn't have to be that way. Stick it to the pain with the Tiger Balm Pain Relieving Patch. Convenient to apply, hydrogel technology sends Tiger Balm's proven pain relief right to your aches and pains. It's fast, safe, and long-lasting. Made from a blend of herbal ingredients, Tiger Balm is trusted pain relief for everyone, from world-class athletes to weekend warriors. Roar back with Tiger Balm. It works where it hurts. Available at stores everywhere.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mikey Pearl of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, log on to nbthealth.com.
Radio.com is now Odyssey. Download the Odyssey app and listen to 97.1 The Ticket and all the sports, news, music, and podcasts that move you. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
Back on Monday, Jeff Rieger's here. The telephone number is 248-539-9797. By the way, yesterday I was supposed to play at a media, kind of an event where we were going to get to play the newly renovated Oakland Hills South course, and it was supposed to be like 10:15. It got pushed back to 12, and then we get there, they told us, sorry, too wet, and the rain's coming.
Go past this light. Then use the right lane to keep right to merge onto I-696 west toward
Understanding
Lansing.
of what they did. If you've ever watched the U.S. Open or the Ryder Cup, PGA there, or even had the opportunity to play there, the course is just so completely different. It's unbelievable what this thing looks like right now. How it's more playable for the average schmo, where you're not going to hit the ball all over the place because the fairways are a little wider, but the greens are still ridiculous.
What do you think you would have shot?
Well, for what, like, I'm not playing from 7,500. I mean, that's not fun. I would struggle to break 100.
In 2.8 miles,
Because
keep
the
left
greens
onto
are so big
I-696
there,
west toward I-96
Even
west.
if I got on in regulation, unless I got really close, it's almost a guaranteed free putt for most average schools. That's
almost a decade, the most consistent Detroit Tiger as far as being here, other than Miguel Cabrera, is Buck Farmer. Swallow that for a second. Think about that for a second.
Plus, his name sounds like a porn star.
I mean, maybe he'd be better at porn than he is at pitching. One P for another. But it did get me thinking. It did get me thinking. What? Porn pitching.
Oh, okay.
P. What'd you think of it?
A body part.
Okay, no. That's you, not me. However, it did get me thinking. And I want to hear Tom's rationale why he hates Buck. Probably the same reason
Continue
I hate
on to
Buck.
I-96
However,
West.
Is there a guy in Detroit sports that was around for such a long time, and at one point you found yourself thinking, what the hell's he still doing out there?
You know, I thought about this when we sent this. And
In 9 miles, take exit 155A toward New
And
Hudson.
both of them, especially the first one you mentioned, was really not a bad player, but it was like, enough is enough. In fact, I look up his stats, and he averaged a lot of points. But it was like, I can't believe he's still, Rodney Stuck. You know, and maybe it's because of the hype of Rodney Stuckey, that stupid commercial. Remember that? The heartbeat of Rodney Stuckey they used to play? You know, he was like the next Chauncey. It's like, God,
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
Did I hear that long?
something like that. He did average 14 points a game here or something. So he wasn't horrible. You don't have to be horrible to be on this list. And the other one is somebody who's still here and actually played decently this year. Darren Helm, we've had enough.
It's the Justin Abdelkader effect.
Yeah,
Nice guy.
I've had enough of Darren Helm. I don't want to see Darren Helm play.
I think that's a good one. I think that's a very good one. Tom, you got one?
Well, I mean, you got mine. I can't. There's nobody that I can choose over Buck Farmer. I mean, I think it was almost 2 years ago, right, Sony? Where I went off on him.
Yes.
And my point is, it's not personal. And yes, he's had his little blips where he's been decent, especially when he first kind of comes back.
Yeah.
But you nailed it. 8 years. To me, Jeff, there are 10,000 Buck Farmers on this planet. Guys that can do exactly what he did. Why does he continue to be the guy? And
It is so true.
I can see, it's almost like, you remember the 84 team, Doug Bear?
Oh, yeah.
He's not even Doug Bear. I mean, he's not even close to Doug Bear. And it's like that guy just journeyed around the league, and he was a nobody, but he was a good mid-relief guy for them. Why? It's almost like Buck Farmer has pictures on him.
It's truly amazing.
It's kind of a Dan Cleary element in this. I mean, Cleary was my all-time one.
Cleary's a great one. Ken Holland loved himself some Dan Cleary. No, the thing about Buck Farmer, though, is Tom hit the nail on the head. There are a billion guys that can do exactly what he does, but yet
Which is be a sucky bullpen guy for the most part.
Yeah. And by the way, he's never used in high leverage situations.
No, he's either they're way up or way down.
Right, like he reached the 8th inning last night. He was perfect because he didn't need
It
him.
didn't matter.
Right.
Like Stoney could go in up 5 or down 5 and probably get a couple outs. It's not that big of a deal. But 8 seasons on a team where turnover is ridiculous because they're rebuilding. It blows me away. I mean, me personally, I do have one. And it was against the team I disliked, so I was glad he was still out there. But Foster Loyer from Michigan State. And he was only there 2 years, but he was so inept and so
Stay in the
not
left 3
prepared to do
lanes.
the job. I could not believe Izzo threw him out there as much as he did. And then towards the end of the season, didn't use him as much anymore. But I watched Foster Loyer play in the Big Ten. I was amazed he was being used.
I know. You could see it from the get-go. That he just absolutely did not deserve to be on a Big Ten floor.
He could defend. He was such a good. I saw him play a lot in person in school. And his first game, I never saw him. Very rarely was he throw. His first game for Michigan State, they played like Louisville.
The preseason tournament deal.
Yeah, whatever. I don't remember his name. It was like Kentucky because it was the first game.
I mean, you use the Clarkson thing. Dugan blew him away. Dugan Fife.
So did Dave.
Yeah, Dugan. Well, Dave Fife was.
And people thought Dugan was cute and probably didn't deserve to play
Shoot
as
the
much.
ball, Dugan. Yeah, Foster Loyer just couldn't defend.
Well, I got another one for you. It goes to Michigan football. It's recent, too.
Jim Harbaugh.
How about Joe Milton? Joe Milton was awful.
Play enough for him to finish.
Yeah, but in fairness to Milton, I'm not defending him any ways. Foster Lawyer never had a Minnesota moment.
No, that's fair. That's fair. We'll see what Milton does in Tennessee. But by the time, and I know he got knocked out early, but holy cow, after that Minnesota game, he was dismal. James, bad. So who is your Buck Farmer? 248-539-9797.
No, Rick, remember the thing about Joe Milton, he only lasted, 2 games, and the jury was out on him? The fact that when we're talking about Buck Farmer, what Tom is saying is that this guy's had time and time again, he's had 9 lives. He's done 4 games, and that's what he should have.
But a certain aspect of the topic is you just know right away, like Tom was saying, you just know right away. Joe Milton,
Buck Farmer's moment. With all fairness, I brought up Dan Cleary. Dan Cleary had a humongous goal in the playoffs for the Red Wings.
Game 7 against the Ducks, right? Ducks, yes. Never heard the Joe Summons.
All right, 248-539-9797.
It's never been a better time to find out why. BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Right now, new customers have a chance to win $100 in free bets when they place a $1 wager on the Notorious One to get his revenge in the main event on July 10th. Just use bonus code TOM100 when you make your first bet to take advantage of this offer. Get ready to start betting with confidence and turning knockouts into payouts. Sign up today and discover BetMGM's boosted odds specials, daily promotions, and so much more. And guess what? You got NBA Finals still going. Suns up 2-0. Maybe now's the time to get in on the Bucks. Download the app, go to BetMGM.com, and use bonus code TOMM100 to win $100 in free bets if the Notorious One is victorious. Get in the ring with the king and enjoy fight night like never before. It's always showtime at BetMGM. New customer offer, paid in free bets. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years or older in Michigan only. Gambling problem, call 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help. Excludes Michigan disassociated persons.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJD AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Michigan Department of Health and Human Services. Taking a look at the drive this morning, there is still a closure 75 southbound where all lanes are blocked at 96. There's an ongoing police investigation.
Stay in the second lane from right.
Backup. Keep in mind you can still use 96. Also 94 westbound Michigan Avenue, Fort Street or Jefferson around it. I'm Michelle Penny with traffic.
Better bets, bet smarter, and beat the books today.
Use the right lane to take
BetQL
exit
app today to
155A
better your
toward New Hudson.
chances.
Getting the COVID-19 vaccine is your shot to win. Michiganders 18 and older vaccinated between December 1st, 2020 and July 30th, 2021 are now eligible to win millions in prizes. Get details and enter at mishottowin.com. Subject to sweepstakes rules.
This Odyssey.com Sports Minute is brought to you by Lalonde
At the
Chrysler
stop
Dodge
sign,
Jeep Ram.
turn right onto Milford Road toward New Hudson.
This is Boomer Esiason with an Odyssey Sports Minute. Today's birthday shout-out goes to Hall of Famer Jeanette Lee. So who is she and what has she done? Well, at the age of 18, the Brooklyn-born daughter of Korean immigrants walked into a smoky pool hall and was intrigued by the abstract geometric beauty of billiards. 2 years later, she was the world's top player. The American sports public only has enough room in their collective memory.
In 2.1 miles, turn right onto 12 Mile Road.
Please manager Tom George. It was Minnesota Bats, Willie Mosconi. For a while, it was Steve Miserak. Since the 90s, it's been the Black Widow, and no one has taken her place. Sadly, back in February, who announced that she had been diagnosed with stage 4 ovarian cancer. Her trademark long jet black dresses are gone, and a GoFundMe page has been set up to help finance the college educations of her 3 teenage daughters. So, happy 50th birthday, Jeanette. Our prayers are with you. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Hey everybody, Jay Farner here, CEO of Rocket Mortgage and Rocket Companies. Last year, we saw historically low mortgage interest rates. In fact, over 1 million homeowners took advantage of refinancing or buying a new home with Rocket Mortgage. What you may not know is that interest rates are already starting to increase again, and it's likely that trend is only going to continue. Our team of experts is standing by to help you save before rates go up. With an official mortgage review from Rocket Mortgage, you'll see just how much money you could save by making a move right now. Don't look back over these next few weeks and wish that you had taken action. You could save hundreds on your mortgage payments or pay off your home loan earlier than planned. You could even take cash out of your home to pay off high interest debt, complete home repairs, or bulk up on an emergency fund. When you want to secure a low rate, Rocket can. Call 833-8ROCKET or visit rocketmortgage.com.
Rocket. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender license in all 50 states and MLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
The COVID-19 vaccine is our best bet at beating the pandemic.
COVID-19 vaccine.
One by one, we can all breathe a little easier.
Get vaccination updates and the latest information at OaklandCountyVaccine.com.
For the ones who get going when the going gets tough. And the ones who know we're tougher together. For the Pathfinders breaking new ground. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as fast access to experts and 24/7 customer support. Because we know you have people depending on you. So you can always depend on us. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Sadness and misery, I don't feel either of these. I'm in a good mood.
Okay. Turn right onto 12 Mile Road.
It just didn't sound very bluesy. He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
Oh, hey, boss.
Okay, well, let's try it again.
In a quarter mile, turn left onto Spalding Road.
Still happy.
Have a change of heart with Honey Nut Cheerios. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
I'm Adam Helfman from HireItDone.com. If you're in the market for a brand new roof, now's the absolute best time to buy because the prices have never been lower. For the best deal on a roof that doesn't leak, just head to HireItDone.com.
What are you waiting for? It only takes an hour for you to have your child's heart screened. Get your kid's heart checked at Advanced Cardiovascular
Turn
Center
left
at
onto
Beaumont
Spalding
Hospital in
Road, then
Royal
turn
Oak.
right.
Details at 971theticket.com. You could win the ticket signing bonus. $1,000 11 times each weekday. Powered by BetQL. Win more and cash in more with the help of BetQL. Download the BetQL app today to learn more. That's
Turn right.
BETQL.
The destination is on your right.
Half past each hour between 7 a.m. and 6 p.m. Text that keyword to 72881 before the end of that hour. Message and data rates apply, and you could win a $1,000 signing bonus on 97.1 The Ticket. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
All right, 248-539-9797. Who is your buck farmer? Because Rieger, for some reason, has just realized that Buck Farmer's been here for 8 years. And he hasn't really produced, Gov's been on this for a while.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
8 years.
I know.
All right, so
Go ahead.
what's his moment? Other than giving up, I remember a grand slam against the Angels, I want to say.